Hello, my friends. Here I am. I know y'all worry about me, and that means the world to me. I love y'all so much. Let's do some makeup. We're gonna go to a volunteer banquet tonight, and I don't know what I'm doing with my makeup, but we're gonna do it together, and I'm gonna teach you how to do it. We're gonna start with black liner, top and bottom. I'll just kind of shut my eye and just roll this back and forth. There we go. And the reason I'm doing this is because sometimes I'll just do my makeup just completely backwards from where I normally would, and I come up with different ideas. So if you ever feel in a makeup rut, just do one thing. Just start off with one thing differently. And that's what we're gonna do here. So it's already kind of inspiring me to want to just bring this out this way for a little bit different shape. See that? This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun makeup journey. Got too excited. This is MAC Feline Pencil. We're gonna need this, so let's just set this down here. Just gonna go, Gene is really just, he's doing some sleeping today. I can't get away from this. And you might be sick of it, but I'm not sick of it. It is everything that I love right now. It's completely my vibe. I love the color, I love the texture. I love how quick it is to apply. I don't even need a base. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. So I'm gonna take this, and notice I'm using the side of my brush. We're just gonna bring that to our upper crease. Now we're gonna take a little powder foundation, smooth this top part out, and we'll grab some more powder out eyeshadow to kind of add some more depth. Normally I just leave it like this, but let's add a little bit more depth to it today. This gray shadow is really nice. This palette, I've used it before. It's wild, and wild in the best way. So I'm just gonna take that gray for right now. I love the idea of the gray with the warmth. And I'm relaxing my eyes. See how I'm completely relaxed? I'm just gonna press that right out of the fold of my eye. So not in, because if I put it in here, it's gonna disappear when I relax. What I want is to keep my eye relaxed and just keep shading to add a little bit of depth in the socket. It's pretty. This brush is so great for hooded eyes. Grabbing a little bit more. I'm gonna finish this up. Which color did I just grab? I didn't grab the right color. Oh my goodness, let me wipe off my brush. Sheila! So I wanna lift the eye. I'm actually not gonna do a wing from here. We'll smudge that. I might do a smidge of a wing from underneath, but we're not there yet. For right now, I'm just gonna add a little bit more gray shadow at an angle. Just at a tiny angle here, and it'll add just a little bit more lift to the eye. Notice that I'm pressing. Gray can be a delicate shadow. Perfect. So now I'm grabbing this, which I cannot put down. This is from Bake Up. Grabbing quite a bit of that pastel on the side of my brush. And I'm just gonna pack that in the center of the lid. If you can't shut one eye at a time like I can, I'm gonna pack some more on. Just kind of tilt your head back and you can kind of just press it into that fold. Now I'm gonna grab the bronzer I'm gonna use, grabbing that on that same E27. And we're just gonna add some definition through here and lightly connect it to the cool color. And now I'm just going to do a few sweeping motions. And the reason that I do the sweeping motion instead of swiping back and forth, I talk about this all the time and I'm going to talk about it forever, it's because how delicate shadows can be. Too much swiping and then they can become ashy, patchy. There's just so many things that can go wrong. So I prefer to tap and or pull. And the reason I'm pulling right now is because I want it to go kind of darkest to lightest. So if we pull it here, it'll be lighter. So here's a funny story. I forgot to tag this palette. I'm gonna tag it right now. I do this every single day, and normally I am not in a hurry. I'm in a hurry today, but I would never rush this because y'all are, you're such a priority in my life. So I'm technically in a hurry and I forgot. So Adept Cosmetics, isn't this pretty? Sorry, I didn't tag it. I'm in a hurry, but I don't do tutorials where I'm like, okay, let's go. No, I have time for you. So now we're gonna take that same black pencil. I'm gonna go 1, turn to the side, so much easier this way, 2, and then 3. Don't worry about connecting it. We can add more later, but let's rush in, or not, because I'm out of control. Grab our E27, and the reason I'm rushing, and you see it's not maniacal rushing, but we don't want that to set, so we're just gonna start to sweep this back and forth and smudge all this. You know, I know a lot of you can't shut your eye because a lot of y'all always DM me, I can't shut my eye, and I can help you. But what we're gonna have to do, because I can do this, but what I want you to do is just remember to turn to the side, blend here. See it connecting? Pretty. Now grab more on your brush. I'm grabbing that same gray. And then we're just going to stay turned to the side. And remember, this is going to be a habit for me to want. I was just saying, I want to always keep y'all in mind. I'm just tapping and just diffusing a little bit more. That looks so good. But just don't forget that you can turn to the side to reach certain areas more. Okay, I added a little bit more of the pastel orange. Just to the center. Now I gotta go downstairs and get some more water and my lashes. Be right back. I haven't had time to clean these lashes, so I'm just gonna take that feline eye pencil and I'm just covering up the glitter that I wore the other day with them. I'm just covering up the band. Easy peasy, but I will wash them today. So I absolutely love this foundation, but it is too light for me now. The undertone's still great. So I mixed in a little bit of, oh, look how perfect that is for me now. When I say a pin size amount of this stuff is wild and aggressive, but it is so easy to use. The red blush trick, that works for neutral pink undertones, but this is way more universal because this just darkens foundation. I talked about these. Let me go find the clip. I talked about these many moons ago. So I talked about it April 15th, 2021, 2 years ago. I talked about the blue one first, and then I went through all of them. We had a good time. Times were had. But I've talked about these so many times, and they're still so amazing. Anyways, the new KVD Serum Foundation, love this. Love the formula, love how it dries down, love how it looks. It's 10 out of 10, would recommend. And I'm balanced to dry, and I prefer this one over the one for dry skin. Blue one's attacking me. I didn't use this one. I thought I might need to, but I didn't have to. Put some more there. I have it mixed on the back of my hand. The C42 is going to C42 for us. Do you see how little we had there? And it just goes and goes and goes? Because the brush doesn't absorb the product. I thought I needed to whisper that for y'all. Also, if it still looks a little light, I want it to, and the reason why is because this formula dries down and it's going to dry down a little bit darker. That's why I recommend whenever you're picking out a long wear foundation, go to the store and try it out. Do some swatches, see how it dries down, because long wear foundations dry down differently. Or darker, I should say. Well, they dry down differently than a just glowy foundation. I had videos on that. I should say I have reels on that. Just softening that edge. I didn't want to do a very harsh line today, just trying out something different, so we'll just kind of push that there. So I'm going to do some cream bronzing before we do any concealer. And this one is from Mob Beauty. You can see it's very dark and it's very pigmented, but the undertone is beautiful. So I just tapped in twice. I'm using the smallest amount because I still want to use my powder bronzer. Oh, I'm throwing it. I'm so excited. But I wanted to start my pre-bronze. ones. You can see that already. So pretty. But I do want you to see how pigmented it is. It's gorgeous. Look at that. It's such a pretty color too. I'm just not going to use it quite like that. Okay, this combo has been my new favorite, and I just want to keep repeating, it's not the blushing pink under eye. All I do is I use the tiniest amount of this pink to bring this back to a more neutral color you're about to see. Sometimes talking is just, it's not the best. I'd rather just show you. Let me show you here. So let's grab this on our C30, and I'm just going to blend it together. See how little I use? Not the pink under eye trend. Not that I don't like that. Y'all know I love pink under eye. But that's not what we're doing here. See how it just kind of neutralized but kept it bright? If I had used orange, it could have turned it more peachy where I like to go, but it would have lost its brightness. That pink keeps its brightness. Now let's look at this alone again. Jean's making some serious goblin noises. See that difference? See how this is more my tone now, and then this is very yellow. By the way, I went ahead and did that with all of the concealer. Just a better tone for me. Just takes it more neutral. Let's blend this one out. And since this is a nighttime event, I'm going spicy with my makeup. Now I'm going to work this in with our C31 concealer brush. Love to take concealer right on the inner corner. It really opens up the eye. And then I like to take my C42, and then I'll just go here, go across these edges, just around the edges, not directly on the concealer, just the edge of the concealer. Oh, and let me give you another tip. I see a lot of people, they use concealer to clean this up underneath here. Beautiful, I love it. If you're doing it and you love it, please continue. But for me, that's a little too harsh. So I like to use whatever's left on my foundation brush. And remember, I get excited. We have that cream bronzer on. So I'm gonna clean up underneath here, but with my foundation, because my foundation is not gonna be as light as my concealer, but I'm still gonna get, see how defined that looks, but it's not like a white line. All right, I just thought of a video I wanna film. It's about hard pan. Let me explain really quickly what hard pan is, because I know y'all will be like, some of you might not know. I didn't understand what the heck was going on either. I don't have it here, and I'll tell you why I don't have it. It's because of these daggum brushes. Sorry, I gotta scream about the brush really quickly. These brushes, they don't absorb product. They don't, if you do the technique that I show where you just even out that foundation first, then go in, and with any of them, they're just not gonna absorb product. Beside the point now. What happens is if I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna go do a video. If our foundation brush, blush brush, anything is too wet, what happens is that leaves a film on top of your powder. Let me find something. I don't have it. I might have to go find super old makeup that I haven't used since I started using these brushes. So let me find that. Hold on, I'm sure I can find it. I cannot find one powder in my entire collection that has hard pan. I'm kind of shook. I'm gonna have to create a faux hard pan situation. I can't even film the video right now. Nothing I have has hard pan, and what that would be is it would be this hard film on top of a powder. Y'all, I should just do a video and praise the brushes. They're kind of sabotaging me at this point. I'll have to create a palette. What I'll do is I'll just take an old brush, and that's what I'm gonna have to do. I have some old brushes over there. I'm telling y'all, they just don't. They don't absorb, and they just, They act right and they treat your makeup right. This is the blush color we're gonna do today. I'll just use my finger to apply it first. I'll just place it. And I'm gonna do this before I do any powder on my face. Ooh, that's perfect. I just wanted something. I am gonna switch fingers. And the reason I switched fingers is because I didn't want to get any foundation on this. And then I'm just going to blend that in. I need a C41. C41, where are you? There you are. Melt that in. What a pretty color. M72. Blends like a dream. Now before I set my under eye, I'm gonna finish this situation. And notice I'm not going back and forth. I'm just kind of pressing into my lash line because that's gonna give us more control. And I was going slow at first for a demonstration. And if you're not comfortable, go slow, but I am always just jabbing around my eyes. I'm so used to it. Now I'm gonna go in with the gray shadow, and I'm taking the C30 just because I'm gonna have even more smudging ability because it's so thin. And then I'm just gonna extend just a little bit. Easy peasy. Now let's go in and we're gonna smooth our concealer because we've been doing all kinds of stuff. Tell you what we have been doing, filming the video I wanted to film. Givenchy powder on the setting puff. And we'll just go ahead and set. And now we're all set. That shadow set, the concealer set. We're just set. Now I'll just use whatever's left on the puff to just set the center of the face. Press it. I'm trying not to disturb my brows, but I do like to just lightly press there. That didn't disturb them too much. Okay, I decided to take, I didn't grab any more. There should be barely any. I'm just going to lightly set here. I'm not going to set here. I like to keep my glow there. But I'm about to add my powder bronzer, so this will just make sure that it's not going to be patchy. It'll be smooth, smooth, smooth. But again, you don't need as much as you might think. So let's go ahead and we're gonna grab the same, this is what I was talking about. We're gonna grab the same C40 that we just used for cream bronzer. And you know, I've done this 1,000 times. Do you see hard pan? Do you see where I've scratched it off? No. But now I'm telling y'all, it's sabotaging me because now I can't film a video to help y'all. Oh man. I love these brushes so much. I hope y'all do too. This is that same bronzer that we've been using. The one from Mob Beauty, the powder one. I think I'll smudge under the lash line a little bit with the same bronzer. The powder bronzer, I should say. Look how light my eyes look now. I'm showing them to you. Look how pretty they are. Oh, I really and truly feel like y'all are my friends and we can do that kind of stuff. I want to add a little bit of this blush. This is M31. This one's powder, by the way. Even for where I'm at in my makeup journey, I've been on it a while, we'll just say that. I still like to use my creams when I don't have any powder on my face, and then once I have the powder, I'll go to powders. I'll only use powder with powder and cream with cream. Can I mix? Absolutely. But I don't feel like using my other skills that I've learned over time to fix it. So I just wanted to extend my inner corner a little bit. What you're seeing me do there is just continue that lash band. That way it definitely never looks like it's lifting. And then turning to the side, you can extend this a little bit more. So now let's do inner corner highlights, but with this color. keep adding that until it gets as bright as you want. There we go. Makeup is so much fun. And you see how the brush fits in there perfectly? This is what I designed it for, but it's just so good for so many different things. Okay, I'm going for a nude lip. These are from Jean-Luc Cosmetics. You've heard me scream about them all week long. This is gonna be a liquid lipstick. I don't want to be reapplying my lipstick later, so I'm going to do a liquid. These are so comfortable. They feel like nothing on your lips. This makeup is quite fantastic. So then I'm gonna grab this lip liner. It's called Mother Pucker. And before the lip liner, before the liquid lip dries, I'm gonna use that to kind of blend the liner. I love. Let me give you one more tip before I hop off. I need to be getting dressed and I don't have a dadgum clue what I'm gonna wear. If you're going out into the great blue yonder, just blend your neck a little bit more. I know that it might look blended, but you know what? Just blend your neck. I'm guilty of it. I don't want it to happen to you. All right, y'all. I love you so much. I'm definitely going to be posting tonight. Tonight's going to be an ad for Elemis, but it's so helpful. And what else was I going to say about it? It's not just focused on Elemis. You're going to see other things in it. But I'm always upfront with y'all. But by now, we know that we're a family, and you see Elemis whether it's an ad or not. So just remember that. Okay, I love y'all with all of my heart, and I'll see you in the comments there.